Hey all, welcome back to another video. Today's first question is, let A, B, and C be integers such that A and B are relatively prime, and B and C are relatively prime. Must A and B be relatively prime? So, first of all, let's say that A and C are not relatively prime. They don't have to be relatively prime. So, because the only thing we know here is that A and B are relatively prime and B and C are relatively prime. But the only thing that proves is that B does not share a factor with A or C. It does not say if A or C do not share factors. True, there are some situations where they do, but where they are relatively prime. But as long as we can find a situation where it does not apply to that rule, then this is false. So say A is 2, and B is 3, and then C is 4, for example, in this situation. This technically applies to the rule, so A and B are relatively prime, and B and C are relatively prime. But in this case, A and C are not relatively prime, so this rule is proved false. So false. Moving on to problem number 2, the positive divisors of 175, except 1, are arranged around a circle so that every pair of adjacent integers has a common factor greater than 1. What is the sum of the two integers adjacent to 7? So first we need to write out the positive divisors of 175. So 175, of course, is 1 times 175. We'll cut that out later. And then that would equal, this is obviously divisible by 5. If you solve for 5, it goes up a 3. And then you would move down the leftover 2. Move down the 5 again, so you get 35. And then this would also equal 7 times, if we solve this as well, you would move up a 2, 14, move down 3, blah, 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 blah. You would get 20, and then, because the 35, and then 5 as well. So this is our equation. And that is as far as we can go, because if you keep going further past 10, then it starts flipping over again. So if we have all of these numbers, we're trying to find the ones that are divisible by 7 and is greater than 1. Has a common factor with 7 that is greater than 1. So since 7 is a prime number, we're looking for the multiples of 7 right now because, So 175, obviously, that's our original number. And 35, since 35 divided by 7 is 5, so 35. So then we add 175 and 35 together, in which we would get 210. So the answer in this problem is 210. So yeah, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys learned something new. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!